doing, bud?
Doing pretty good.
Awesome. How are you doing? How are you doing, ma'am?
Oh, man, this is my first time in the Tesla.
All right. I love it. I love it. First time in the Tesla.
It's so cool.
Have y'all ever experienced full self-driving?
No.
Well, y'all gonna experience it tonight.
That is cool.
Let me make sure I got the right. All right. I'll pull the windows up. There we go. Got the address. And do you have enough room, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Yes,
she
sir.
does? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, we do.
All right. Push that button and we'll be on our way. Let's see if we can get out of the parking lot first.
That is freaking cool as hell.
Did y'all have a good time tonight?
Oh, yeah. It was pretty good. It was pretty good.
Awesome. Awesome. There we go. We found a spot. Oh.
You're not scared?
No, I've got tens of thousands of miles with this thing. You know, push the technology along in the little way I can. So now I'm so used to it. It's safer than human at this point. So it's kind of like being a pilot. You just get used to it. You like it? Yep. You can see my feet. I'm not touching the thing. My hands aren't. So it's going to get you all the way there.
So if you sit in the back seat,
No, it won't let me do that. I've got it. So I got a camera that's watching me like a hawk.
Oh.
So if I'm not sitting here, and if I need to keep my head on a swivel, like I can look this way, I can look back at you for a second, but this thing will start beeping at me if I'm back there too long. So I've kind of got to stay on a swivel, and if I look like I'm falling asleep, it will also beep at me. And it'll if it beeps too much, it'll pull over to the side of the road and basically say you're done, toast. So, but the thing is I use this like 100% of the time, and so there's really no effort to me doing Uber. Like this is I just retired about 7 months ago, so this is kind of like my first post-retirement gig.
I retired too.
Oh, did you? Congratulations.
Yes,
yeah, I love it. So I can do, when I talked about doing Uber, I was like, because I'm retired, why don't I go out and do like the 8 p.m. to 5 a.m. shift? Because most folks that do Uber, it's a side gig, and they can't do the night.
And that's exactly the way I looked at it.
Yeah, I love doing the night time.
And I opened my little shop.
Oh, nice.
Mechanic shop and stuff like that.
Awesome.
So I tell people I don't live off of this because my retirement and Social Security and all that kind of stuff.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, I love doing the nighttime crowd is first of all, I can tell you, this city doesn't sleep. People in Houston may go to sleep, but I'm telling you what, this city doesn't sleep.
A lot don't.
No. It's a different set of folks, but there are folks that...
Are you from here?
Yeah, I'm from here. I live up in Kingwood.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Yeah, so I decided to... I usually start at about 7, somewhere between 7 and 8 p.m., and I'll probably go till 5 or 6 o'clock this morning.
That is so freaking cool.
So I run through my groups of people. You got the dinner crowd from 8 to 11. Then you got the party crowd from 11 to 2. Then I got my strippers from 2 to 4, 2 to 5. No, those are the best. Those are my best customers. Flat out. Best people. The best. Out of all if you told me I could only transport one group, like the best, it'd be strippers. Flat out. No, they're the best. And then from about 4 to 6, if I feel good and I just want to keep going a few more hours, you get that early commute crowd. So like the guys, they got to show up, like people getting off of work at 5 a.m. or they got to show up at 5 a.m. Like people that work at the airport, maybe some airport runs. But no, I love it. I love doing the night shifts.
I'm telling you, this is like, I work in 1,000 millions cars. I worked on helicopters, airplanes, and this is my first experience.
This your first experience?
On a Tesla.
Yeah, and your first experience with a self-driving car. Yeah, it's a robot that's driving y'all right now. You can see I am not doing a thing. This is a robot Granted, it's not a humanoid robot, but it's a robot with AI, artificial intelligence in it. And that's what's getting you home right now. So imagine one day I won't even need to be here. Like when you're ready, when you and your friend are ready to go home or do whatever y'all want to do, instead of calling for an Uber, getting on your app for an Uber or Lyft or whatever it is you like to do, you get a driverless Tesla show up for you and transport you. And I'll have like a big old entertainment system just for you. It'll be a psychological barrier for a lot of folks. But
yeah, that's true.
Some folks will do it just because it's cool. Other folks are going to do it just because it's going to be so much cheaper.
Exactly.
Because once you take the driver out of the equation, it's going to be so much cheaper. So, yeah, somebody's like, well, no, I need a driver. Okay, then go ahead and pay $60 for that Uber instead of 10 for this. On second thought. Your friend's probably like, he sure talks a lot. Holy crap. She can't wait to get out of this.
It's her first Tesla too. So.
Oh, is it? Awesome. I love it. Look at it. See, we're getting off on the feeder. It's taking care of everything.
I'm going to be talking about this tomorrow.
Love it, man.
My other friend was like, hey, look, I got a Tesla. I was like, oh. I was like, yeah.
That's taking care of everything. It's going to make come up here to the stoplight. It's obviously going to stop, and then it's going to make a left turn underneath the bridge and keep heading on. Are we in Pasadena? Yeah, we're in Pasadena.
Yes,
Get down, Dina.
Yes, sir.
Get down, Dina. My mom used to come out here way back in the day. There was a place called Gillies.
Gillies.
Yeah, she used to love going to Gillies with her girlfriends. That was kind of like my daycare center for a while, was Gillies. But you could do that back in the 70s and 80s. Just take your kid into a bar.
Yeah, that's true.
What are you going to do? Single mom? She wants to go out and get a drink on with her friends. Yeah, it was a different time and day back then.
That is so freaking.
Yep, and then we got a stoplight here we got to stop for.
Put this on. When did you retire, if you don't mind me asking?
So I was you said why did I retire or what?
When?
From when?
Where?
So I was a partner at a firm called KPMG.
Oh.
It was an accounting firm. So it was one of the. Have you ever heard of like PwC, Deloitte and Touche, Ernst and Young?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
So KPMG is one of those, one of the big four. So I was a accounting partner, audit partner there. I did that for 30 plus years, and yeah, when I got to 56. Usually they have mandatory retirement at 60. But most partners retire somewhere between 58 and 60. And I got to 56 and all my kids were out of the house. Like, I'm an empty nester. I got 4 kids and they're all grown and out of the house. I don't, a couple of them are kind of still on the payroll a bit, but nothing major. They're all taking care of themselves. And my wife she's younger than me. She's quite a bit younger than me. So she's still working, and I'm like, it's time for you to become you need to be a sugar mama now. So I got a sugar mama. All these years, I took care of this young girl, and see what happens? I turned her into a sugar mama. So yeah, she's still working. She's still normal, and yeah. So, and when so I just hung up the cleats, as they said, and reached my number. I was good to go, and talked it over with my wife, and she was good to go with it. And so yeah, my first 3 or 4 months, I traveled around quite a bit. Did the typical retirement stuff, go see things, go travel around. And then I got home and I I was doing some of the things on the old honey-do list. You know, things my wife had been bitching at me for years.
For years.
Yeah, and then I figured out why I didn't do them before. I just didn't want to do them.
You didn't want to do it all.
I didn't want to do it. And so I, like every man does, instead of telling her I didn't want to do it, I said, I'm going to get another job. Yeah. So I was just like, you know what? I kind of want to go get out of the house, do, you know. And my wife is cool as hell, man. She's the most easygoing. And I said, you know, I'm going to try it. I got a Tesla. You know, I've always been kind of a Tesla guy. And yeah, I told my wife, it's like, you know, Elon's rolling out Robotaxi in Austin in June.
But this is actually a super extra thing.
Yeah.
On the Tesla.
Yeah, this is
the whole self-driving. That's like a whole extra.
It's an extra thing.
Extra
now
package.
the computer hardware and everything is in every Tesla.
It's there.
It's every Tesla. But the software you gotta Well, the hardware you don't. It's part of every Tesla. The software you do. It's like you do, like, if you want to use FSD, you either have to pay for a license up front, which is like $8,000. It's pretty steep. Or you pay a monthly subscription of $99.
Okay.
Yeah, I bought the license outright because, well, I knew this is my moneymaker, right? And you know, I invested pretty hard in Tesla a while back. So I mean, for me, I do everything pretty much to help push Tesla along. Yeah, for the long run. But yeah, eventually Elon's going to bring Robotaxi driverless to Houston. And so next month is Austin. It's getting launched. We don't know the date yet. He hadn't announced the date, but he's going to launch it in Austin. Eventually, he's going to come to Houston, and it may be as early as later this year or early part of next year. And so that's kind of what I'm doing, brother. I'm canvassing Houston. I'm trying to show people this technology.
You're like the Google car.
I'm basically that guy. Yeah, with the
just showing everything.
Yep.
That's awesome.
So let me see. So we're getting all the way here. I just want to make sure that it gets you to the right spot. Did we pull up to the right house?
Just a few feet back. But
okay, go back. Let me go back.
No, you
that was pretty good, huh?
That was like super freaking cool.
So it got you the entire, how about right here?
That is so cool.
It got you the entire way here, and I didn't do a damn thing.
That is cool.
Here, let me get out. I'll help y'all out.
Oh, you good, boss.
Get through the door.
Nice.
Oh, you're getting out.
Yep.
Hey,
Thank
it was
you.
great talking to you, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Ricardo?
Yes, sir.
Nice to meet you, man.
Thank you.
Absolutely.